YouTube, we are in the top 8, mate. Every Sunday, every Monday, we have $1,000 qualifier tournaments. Monday is the top tier decks are banned. Sunday is the meta tournament, which is what this is right now, single elimination. And you get to see what times they start. You have to be subbed on Twitch or member joined on YouTube. There's unlimited player cap. You hop in, you have fun. On Twitch, right here, you would click on the subscribe button. That gets you in. On YouTube, you click the join button. That gets you in. Then you're going to go to discord.gg/duellinksmeta. Click on that link. Then you're in the Discord. For the 1K meme tournament on Mondays, you're going to grab the Duel Room ID from this channel at the top of the Discord. I can't even scroll up. It's right here. Grab the Duel Room ID, you're in the tournament. And for the Sunday tournaments, the single elimination meta tournaments where we abide by the in-game ban list, you click on the Start GG link to sign up before the tournament begins. One deck, no side deck, single elimination, best of 3. Have fun, bum bum, bum, da 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 da. Let's go.
Bum bum.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Make sure you message Dia if you do the HelloFresh deal with my code. You will get your $1,000 bonus invite, plus a free gifted sub. Pot of D getting negated by Ash Blossom. I do not think so, mate. Normal summoning Ecclesia. We're going to Max C. We're going to Ash Blossom negate the Max C, even though we could chain Ecclesia to the Max C, so he does not draw off the Ecclesia. But he still would draw off of more plays. You don't want to Max C when you see Ecclesia. You want to wait. Ecclesia, jump off for Mo Yi. Mo Yi, reveal Mo Yi, summon a token on the fields. And then we have a Synchro Shokan into Grandmaster. Grandmaster is going to Chainlink block and Ash Blossom by putting Mo Yi on Chainlink 2, grabbing the Long Yon, discard a Swordsoul or Worm, come forth and summon a token. We have Vessel sending a Worm to add a Worm. We're going to grab Bear into floor, Omni negates, burn for 1200, Imperm. So we have negate a monster, negate anything, and negate a monster. It is Virtual World Swordsoul, not a regular Virtual World deck. We're going to summon the Nyan. We're going to negate the Lulu, negate and destroy Lulu. You can't Impermanence, you can't Grandmaster the Lulu, so Baron to floor is a very good negate. Chuchi's dead. Completely dead, not going to be able to use it. He's got no effects in the field, absolutely nothing. Baron to floor, taking out the dead Chuchi. And do we not have lethal? Couldn't lethal. What? Smacking him for 3K, 2,500. And Hara into your... You're in the extra monster zone. What the heck? What are you doing there, Grandmaster? I can't link summon if you're there. Maxi chaining to the Ecclesia. We're going to draw off of that summon. Are we going to negate and destroy the Mo Yi? Well, you just revealed your hand. I know what you have in your hand. We're going to... Oh, Baron to floor already used up its once while face up negate, so only the Grandmaster can negate here. Bro, our Link Monster Zone's blocked. we blocked up our Link Monster Zone. Lethal damage. Just like that, Jack, Q, K. Winning game number 1. Let's go into game 2. We are in the top 8. Foolish Burial Goods, getting the Queen along in the graveyard. We have no hand trap to stop this. We're going to be able to search our deck for any virtual worlds. And we're going to go through the virtual world plays. Sending Zanwu. All right. We are going to be summoning GG, which triggers the Nyan to summon for the graveyard. We're going to make a Croco Dragon, draw a card. We want 2 level 9 monsters on the field to make the True King of all Calamities. We're going to make the Shen Shen. We now have the True King of all Calamity play. True King of all Calamity going to prevent the opponent from activating card effects on their fields that are monsters. They also cannot attack. The Vishuda can activate from the hand to return the True King unless we declare Dark, though. We're going to grab a Long Yon, discard the Lily, come forth and summon, and now we have a Baron to floor, backing up and protecting the True King of all Calamities. Burn for 1,200, and let's go. True King of all Calamities declaring Water. Now Vishuda is going to be able to return you. Why Water? What? Water? Monka Tenyi, Vishuda return, Baron to floor can negate. Negate. Why Water? What does Water do? Mo Yi can't draw? How are they even activating Mo Yi on the fields? What the hell? What does Water do? Dragite. Taya, send Vishuda. Alrighty. Bro, the Mo Yi's already negated by the True King. I want y'all to understand that. Taya and Mo Yi cannot summon a token, even if True King calls Divine. You call Divine, you're not summoning a token unless you Long Yun. Baron to floor, taking out the Dragite. Come forward, Shen Shen. Everything sent from the field to the graveyard will be banished instead. And that's a scoop. Game 3. Swordsoul going first. No hand traps. Just draw the hand trap. You know that 99.9% first turn kill deck I built and showed you all. You all said, hand trap beats it. Okay. In this tournament, you know how many duels they don't have a freaking hand trap? There in the floor. We have not used up our normal summon. Burn for 1200. Emergence. Not grabbing a Protoss. Are we not playing Protoss? Mo Yi revealed the Taya. We got a token. We're going to Shokan into Grandmaster. Grandmaster gets searching. We already have a blackout. What are we searching into? Nothing good. There's nothing good to search. All right, we have pop 2 cards, negate a monster, and Baron to floor, negate anything. The Virtual City, Kowloon's going to grab a Qinglong. Qinglong's going to banish from the graveyard to negate the Baron to floor, and Baron to floor is now negated. We're going to summon a Lulu. The Grandmaster cannot negate the Lulu. We're going to Pot of D, draw 2. Foolish Burial Goods. Now that there's 2 cards on the field, we can blackout to stop a Virtual Worlds. But by stopping it, you got to pop your own Grandmaster. Do we really want to do that? We could Grandmaster this. I mean, I should say we could blackout this. We can't Grandmaster negates. Call of the Grave is going to banish the Nyanyan, but we're going to chain the Zanwu to summon the Nyanyan onto the fields. Outplayed is Called by the Grave. I gotta say, Virtual World's outplaying Swordsoul quite a bit here. Pretty good. The Qinglong playing around the Grandmaster. Grandmaster can't negate any of this. He's not going to black out to stop the Laylo. We're going to trigger the Nyanyan for the graveyard, come forth and summon. Can you believe that Grandmaster just can't do anything here? Grandmaster could negate the Juju, though, from destroying the back row blackout. Damn. Are you maybe going to use blackout now to wipe stuff up? Not that you should, but what are we now going to black out? Croco Dragon, draw a card. Now we're going to black out. Okay. Taking out Laylo, taking out the Croco Dragon, leaving him with 2 non-tuners on the fields. Does that end his turn? No, it does not. He's got Long Yun. Long Yun, discard, summon a token. Shokan into Chang Ying. If we banish a card or your opponent banishes a card, we're going to be double ban. 400 attack, Baron to floor? What? Holy moly. We have a rank 6 Exceed, triggering the effect of the Chang Ying by banishing the Chu-Chi to make both monsters level 6. Open field, 5,900 attack. Utopia Beyond. I could not believe we did 8,000 damage through a Baron to floor blackout, Called by the Grave, and a freaking Grandmaster on the field. Absolutely nuts. What is this? Oh, it's the Endymion, Chad. Endymion versus Swordsoul. No, I don't think he plays any hand traps in his deck at all. He's going to summon a Protoss, declaring light. Light monsters cannot be special summoned. And we have an Omni Negate. Light monsters cannot be special summoned. Do we lose? Is it over? Mythical Beast Cerberus is going to grab a Mythical Beast monster from the deck. We're going to search our deck for a Mythical Beast Jackal. Activate the Jackal. Jackal pop in the back row in permanence. Activating the Endymion with a Mythical Beast Jackal on the fields. Draw 1, Upstart Goblin. Holy Lava Golem! You're going to Ash Blossom, negate the Jackal Mate. This is to special summon a Mythical Beast Jackal from your deck. Not able to do so. Pot of D, cross on Designate. Yeah. Wait, we already summoned. We can't Lava Golem. Oh, dude. You can't Lava Golem. You cannot summon or set the turn you activate this card. Oh, no. The turn you summon this card, that is. We're making sure to not summon any light monsters. Baron to floor, negating the Jackal. Again, attempting to summon a monster from the deck. Negate. The Baron de Flor is going to be able to pop up face any card in the field. We got Pot of Desires, draw 2. Vishuda, we got Mo Yi, summon a token. Vishuda effect, return a card in the field. We have Long Yun, we could discard Vishuda. We'll draw off the Mo Yi, maybe draw into a Worm or a Swordsoul, so we get Long Yun and Vishuda. We're going to summon the Servant Endymion from the deck. Dark has been declared. Dark monsters cannot be special summoned. And that's a scoop. Triple Tactics Talent. If he Ash Blossoms, we'll be able to look at the hand, or we could draw 2. Ash Blossom being used on the Servant will be a very good use of the Ash Blossom. The Servant will summon a monster from the deck. The Mythical Institution could maybe eat up the Ash. This is going to be an Ash Blossom effect. He's going to summon a monster from the deck. Ash Blossom. Negate. Now we could Triple Tactics Talent. Draw 2. Thank you very much. Pot agreed. We could lock our opponent out of using spell cards if we have a spellcaster on the field with the Secret Village of the Casters. The Endymion summoning a Jackal King off from the deck. Now we can negate a monster effect. We're going to be searching. We already used up our normal summon. Spell cards are illegal. And I can negate a monster effect. Pretty good. Vanity Emptiness. How do you beat this? Negate a monster effect. Oh, that's how you beat that. Wait, oh, gee! Vanity Emptiness says, if a card is sent from the deck or field to the graveyard, destroy this card. So, by destroying a monster by battle, it's supposed to destroy the emptiness, but pendulums go to the extra deck, not to the grave. Wow. Okay. Pendulums abusing Vanity Emptiness. Totally not cool. We have monster negates. There goes our emptiness, but that's okay. We stopped our opponent. And now we could Pendulum Summon into one monster. We could Servant of Endymion, summon from the deck, come forth. Mighty Master of Magic, which will be able to negate any spell, trap, or card effects. We have Jackal King, which can negate a monster effect. Mythical Institution, removing tokens and grab another Servant of Endymion. We could normal summon it. Pendulum Shokan, link into the Electromite. Electromite can destroy the Magister of Endymion and then summon the Astrograph onto the fields. Then grab another Magister of Endymion. Ooh, upstart. Wait, why didn't we summon Astrograph? What? What did I miss? Why did he not summon Astrograph? What the hell? Called by the grave. What is going on? Endymion negated his own Called by the Grave? Why? To return the Mythical Institution back to the hand, okay. But you negated the activation of Called by the Grave that would have given you spell counters. Right? What? Okay, we're keeping Astrograph for a Pendulum Scale. That's why. We want a Pendulum Summon. We have Spell and Trap card negate, Monster negate, come forth, and Pendulum Summon mate. Into Selene. Selene could go into an access code talker. Endymion, come forth and summon. Is going to wipe up the entire field. This is not even a monster effect. Wiping the entire field. Double Spell and Trap card negate. We can negate Impermanence. We can negate Nibiru. We have access code talker. Holy moly. What a freaking Chad deck. Blackout Pop 2. Grandmaster, negate a monster effect. Call by the Grave, negate something from the grave. Crossout Designate can negate a Pot of D. Ash Blossom, negate the ability to special summon a monster from the deck. Into the Void, grabbing a very good card. Servant of Endymion. We're going to activate the Mythical Institution. Gaining a ton of spell counters, searching for a Mythical Beast Jackal. Servant of Endymion is going to get Ash Blossomed. What? Did not Ash Blossom the Servant? Are you out of your freaking mind? Chicken Game, draw a card. Upstart Goblin, draw a card. How many counters we got? Jackal, summon a monster from the deck. Now we're going to Ash Blossom. Okay. Now we're going to negate. We have a Spell and Trap card negate with the Endymion. Mythical Beast Jackal, popping itself, summoning the Jackal back on the... You Ash Blossom negate, then he resummons it, mate. What's going on? What is Grandmaster negating? He's negating the Mighty Master from negating spell and trap cards. Okay. Mighty Master negated. That's going to trigger the effect of the Chang Ying. By banishing to negate the Mighty Master, a card was banished. Chang Ying's going to banish the Cerberus before the Cerberus could banish him. Very good. Electromite is going to throw into the extra deck a Mighty Master. We're going to pop the Magister, grabbing the Servant, drawing a card, activating the Servant, activating the Mighty Master. Now, how many spell counters on the field? There is, can I not see by checking? Is there nothing? No spell counters? Just one spell counter. We're going to Pendulum Summon. Why didn't he black out? Wipe this out. Double Pendulum Shokan. Mighty Master can now negate your blackout. Grabbing a Necro Valley. Activating Necro Valley. We got 3 spell counters. Goddess. Underworld Goddess sending the Chang Ying to the graveyard. Wiping out the Grandmaster. What the hell, mate? And we have a Necro Valley. You cannot banish or summon from the grave. Pot of D, get drawing. What is going on? Blackout. Swordsoul Mo Yi wiping out the Necro Valley, taking out the Impermanence. He ripped into a high scale. Oh, crap. Wait, why do you activate? Wait, you got 2 high scales, mate. Oh, no. Did he brick his scales? He's got 2 level 8 scales. Scale 8, scale 8. Vanity Emptiness. We're going to win with the Goddess. Goddess is unaffected by card effects unless it gets targeted. You have to target it. And it can negate an effect to special summon a monster from the grave. Setting the effect Veiler. Spell, Power, Mastery. That's going to put 3 counters on to the... We're going to get the... No, we're going to remove 2 spell counters, grab the Jackal. Okay. Normal summoning the Servant. Takes the gamble. Gia not during this final turn. TTK with Goddess of the Underworld took the gamble on the set card not being a thick 1800 defense. Ash Blossom swung in with the tiny Endymion and lethaled with the Goddess. Just like that, Endymion is going to the top 4. Teleport. Ash Blossom negate. Subterror in the top 8, mates. We got Qualoon. Qualoon, Lily, we're good. We're good. You say Fudo, you're in big trouble. Qualoon, grab Chuchi. Lily, send Qinglong. Qinglong, search for Lulu. Send a Nyan, very good. Give me that Lu to the Lu. Discard Lily, keep the Ash Blossom. Lulu, send another Qinglong. Searching for a Lalo. Lalo's going to summon a monster from the graveyard. We're going to make the Croco Dragon. We're going to draw a card. We got Call of the Grave plus Ash. Loving it. Lalo summon the Nyan. We're now going to Shokan into Shen into True King of All Calamities. Perfect. True King of All Calamities will be able to prevent the activation of any monster effects on your opponent's side of the field. Also, they cannot attack. Impermanence can counter the True King of All Calamities, but he did not activate it early knowing that he's playing against Subterror. Holding on to the True King with Solemn Judgment, you cannot negate True King of All Calamities with it. Triple Ash Blossom. Qinglong is going to search the deck for a Lalo, discarding Ash Blossom. Yeah, it didn't Kaiju. No Kaiju. He doesn't care about True King. He don't care. Come forth and summon Lalo. Lalo into the Nyan. Or Nyan. Lalo. That's going to be a Solemn Judgment. Negating the summon of the Vermilion Dragon mech. Be gone. He needs Field Spell or Guru. And I guess he sensed that he drew in a Guru. Bro, what? Get Kaiju'd, bro. Get out of here. Set Guru pass. You cannot activate the Guru. Should he have flipped up the Fiendus? Does it matter? In normal summon Guru, flip up Fiendus. You could send this from your hand or field to the graveyard to negate. I guess he's afraid of Chuchi also. Chuchi's a problem. Gotta play around. There's too much to play around. Shen come forth and summon. Anything sent from the field to the graveyard will be banished. Shen cannot be Solemn Judgmented here. It's an effective special summon, not an inherent special summon. GG come forth. Chuchi changed the level, boosted up to level 6. Normal summoning Ash Blossom, level 3 tuner plus level 6, come forth and make. Cloud Castle, summon a level 9 synchro from the graveyard. Imperm, negate. Chuchi could pop the Cloud Castle to make it so it's not negated. Chuchi's now negated. Gamma in attack position. Wiping out Fiendus. Banishing the Guru. Guru is going to be searching for a Fiendus. Everything banished. Shen returning the Nan that is banished back into the grave. We have an active Chuchi for a pop. And we're going to make True King of all calamities again. Nan could return the True King back into the extra deck, so then you could resummon it. Solemn Judgment, negate. No. Very good. GG during the end phase, grab back a Lalo. Crackdown could steal an opponent's monster. Where in the duel log did he return the True King? He did so. There you go. Nan. You can see right there. Returning the True King back in the extra deck. We are going to lay low. Come forth. Lay low. Did we just Chuchi to pop our own Sea Turtle? You what, mate? M7 is here. Crackdown is going to steal the M7. Cannot be activated. Cannot attack. We're going to summon Shen onto the fields. Shen, 2800 attack. Big enough to wipe out the M7. That's not even activatable. So we don't care. We're going to take out the Fiendus instead. Banishing the Fiendus. My M7. Now, what's really good about Subterror is that even though you cannot activate the card, you could flip it face down with your Subterror card, and then you can now activate it. You can flip it down, flip it back up, taking the M7 back. We're going to return that set impermanence back, and just like that, the non-stop Virtual World Onslaught's too much to handle. Game 1 going to Okami. Okami won game 1. Pada E, draw 2, giving me the Hidden City for the Guru. Set the Guru, flip the Guru face up. Search your deck for a Fiendus, or search for a Final Battle if you already have the Fiendus. Fiendus will be able to be an Omni negate anything mates. We have the Final Battle, which could boost us up to 3400 attack or defense. It's nuts. We're going to flip up the Final Battle to also flip down the Guru to then search again. We're going to use the Hidden City or just flip up the Guru itself. Pod of E, draw 2 again. I don't see how Virtual World could win this. What the hell? Pod of Duality, look at the top 3. Add 1 to the hand. What are we adding? Solemn? Yes. Solemn plus Guru plus Final Battle equal GG. Guru flip, grabbing the Uma. Normal summoning another Guru. Swinging in onto flipping up the Chuchi. We're going to negate the Chuchi. Negate. Zanwu is going to negate the attack. Now, if we read the Fiendus says it will negate the what? Negate the activation. Where does it say it? Special summon. When your opponent activates, you could send this target 1 Subterror. Negate the activation. If you negate the activation of a continuous spell on its flip, it goes to the graveyard. If it's already face up, then you're not going to be able to negate it. So very good. You want to negate the flip of the Chuchi. And he wanted to flip Chuchi up before he could use Solemn Judgment on it. You cannot Solemn Judgment and already face up Chuchi, only on the flip. What are we negating? Lulu. Fiendus, negate the Lulu, flip down the Guru. We're done for, right? That's going to trigger the effect of the Uma. If the last thing to happen is a monster being flipped face down on your side of the field, you could summon Uma. Come forth, Uma. As long as you control no face-up monsters, you could do that. Quinglong, end the turn. Final Battle. Flip up the Guru. Guru searching for another Fiendus. Gamma, negate. You can't Solemn Judgment that, mates. We're going to chain Guru, flip down the Uma and the Guru, which is not going to do anything besides flipping down the Uma, which is okay. This is during the end phase. You're not going to be able to synchro with this. Goodbye, Guru. Now, instead of performing your draw, you could add a Fiendus in the graveyard back to the hand. Come to me. Flipping up the Guru, get searching for double Fiendus, but it is a hard once per turn negate. This is 4,700 attack with the ability of the final battle. On attack, you can destroy back row cards. Get poppin'. Holy moly. Negate the attack, and if you do, destroy that card. Pop, pop, pop. Uma flip down, end the turn. With the final battle, we can flip up the Uma during the opponent's turn to banish a monster the opponent controls. We're going to Quing Long, target the Fiendus so it cannot negate, but we have a Fiendus in the hand. Negate. Negate the activation, does not destroy. The negates are unbelievable, non-stop. Negate, negate, negate. Normal summoning the Lulu. Negate the attack, flip up the Guru. Grab in the Archer. We could, final battle, flip up the Uma in the end phase. Do it. Bro, what are you doing? Instead of conducting the normal draw, we're going to add Fiendus in the graveyard back to the hand. Endless looping, Omni negating, flip up, banish, and that's lethal damage. 16, 16, 800, 4,700 damage. Boost! And just like that, Subterror winning game 2. Kowloon grabbing the Chuchi. Into the True King of all calamities. We're going to activate this. You cannot activate any monster effects on your side of the field. Also, you cannot attack. Detach Earth is negated, but we could chain Chuchi to pop our True King so it does not get negated by impermanence. Chuchi plays around imperm. It plays around Droplet. Very good. Duality getting negated by the Ash Blossom. Hidden City searching for an Archer. Set the Guru, then pass. Now, the Hidden City will be able to negate an attack and flip up the Guru. Most people don't know about that. We're going to negate the Quing Long with the Ash Blossom. You will not be searching. Normal summoning Ash Blossom, triggering the Nyanyan to summon onto the field to make a rank 3 exceed. We're going to use the Phantom Knight Breaksword to pop the Chuchi, take out the field spell so it does not negate the attack. Bro, why not pop the Guru, mates? Who cares about the field spell? What? Okay, swinging it for 28, 2K. And we Zeusing. Hidden City. Negate and pop the Hidden City. You can only activate one Hidden City. So with the terraforming, we cannot search and activate another one. All right, search in the other one that we cannot activate. Now, if it got Baron to Floored, since you could only activate one and you negate the activation when Baron to Floor, you could activate another one. We're going to banish the Quing Long, searching for a Lulu. Discarding Maxi, come forward Lulu. No hand trap, nothing. Unfortunately, I think this is the end of Subterror. Lily send, come forth in Shokan. Shokan's a Vermilion Dragon Mech. Vermilion Dragon Mech, pop in the Archer. Lethal damage, open fields. Let's go. Reinforcing the army, grabbing the Torn Scales. Torn Scales, discarding a Fusion Destiny to send a Cloak. You what, mate? Cloak is going to banish, grabbing the Boots. Boots can special summon onto the field. We're going to link into the Cherubini. Do not negate Cherubini. It's a cost to send a monster from the deck to the graveyard. Sending the Ragged Gloves. Boots going to banish, searching for the Fog Blade. That's going to be a targeted monster negate. Also cannot attack. By banishing a card, that's going to trigger the Torn Scales to summon from the graveyard onto the field. Where's your Burning Abyss at? Nibiru tributing off the Rusty. Goodbye, Rusty. With no trap in the grave, how are we going to summon the Rusty back? The Ragged Gloves will send a trap from the deck to the grave to resummon the Rusty back on the field. Rusty's now going to activate to set a trap and send a Phantom Knight. Maybe a bit too early on that Nibiru. Sending the Cloak that he already activated. We got a Fog Blade for a negate. We are going to Fusion Destiny, make come forth and summon. DP to the E. Non-targeting destruction. Plus double monster negate with a double Fog Blade. And we got a Maxi. Lily, DPE, pop, pop. What are you doing, mate? No. Pop, 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 pop. Or hold the pop. You could hold the pop. I guess we're going to hold the pop. Hold it. Hold it. He could save it for Lulu, yeah? Save the pop for Lulu. Bro, now Quing Long negates the... Oh, no! Okay, should have popped, but that's okay. DPE gonna pop itself, plus the Lily. And we got Quing Long in the graveyard, yes. Quing Long in the graveyard, searching for a Lulu or a Lalo. We're gonna grab the Lulu. The Fogblade could not negate these plays. Lulu come forth and summon. That's going to trigger the Nanian and the Graveyard to come forth and summon onto the field. We're going to search for Lalo. We're all under max C right now, and 2 monster negates. The Fogblades cannot negate these plays. Quarion, 2 tuna plus a non-tuna. Banish up to 3 cards on the field and in the graveyard. But it gets, I mean, you know he's got Fogblade. You know, he searched it. That would be banishing the DPE, a Cloak, and the Rusty. Lalo come forth and summon a monster from the graveyard. 5 cards in the hand. He's now got Effect Veiler. Holy moly. Shen is here. Anything sent to the graveyard is going to be banished instead. You're out. Now, the Rusty would have been banished anyway, because the wing says when the monster leaves the field, banish it. So the Shen didn't really do anything there. True King of all calamities, which will be negated by the Fogblade, which the Chuchi will negate the negate by popping it mates. We're going to True King of all calamities early within the draw phase. We're going to chain Fogblade to negates. And we're going to chain Chuchi, just like I said. Oh, we got Droplet. Droplet to negate. Droplet send the Fogblade. Fogblade in the graveyard could summon a Phantom Knight. And I think Jack is done for now. Wait, he Chuchi popped himself, not the Fogblade? Okay. All right. Come forth and summon DPE and Ragged Gloves. We're going to special summon the Boots. Greaves come forth and special summon. Shokan into the Break Sword. We're going in. Popping itself plus the Chuchi activates summon 2 level 4 monsters onto the field, at least making them level 4. Very good. Linking off 3 for the Nightmare Unicorn, sending the Quinglong back into the deck. You're out of here, mates. Foolish Burial into the Scales. Banish a card from the graveyard with the Boots. That will trigger the Scales to summon itself onto the fields. Come forth and summon. We can now make an access code talker. We're going to summon the Phantom Knight Breaksword in the field. Access code talker. More than enough. Tons of damage. Lethal. To game 2 we go. Long Yawn, discard, chaining max C, Combat the Grave, negate the max C. We don't want him to draw 2 on that. We have Effect Veiler, which is not going to be good against Long Yawn. You can't imperm it. You can't Veiler it. He's going to be able to make his Baron to floor uninterrupted. But that's his only play. Not very good. Chang Ying or Baron to floor is here. Burn for 1200, set the Chuchi. Chuchi's dead. If a card is banished, we're going to be able to activate the Chang Ying to banish again. Can't stop the Fusion Destiny, but the DPE cannot deal with the Chang Ying. How do we deal with it? Pop it itself, plus the back row, taking out the Chuchi before it becomes activatable. DPE activating, setting the Crossout Designate. If he activates the Crossout Designate, that will trigger the Chang Ying. Once again, Jack has no play whatsoever, just the Chang Ying on the field. Effect Veiler is going to negate the Chang Ying so it cannot banish to protect itself from destruction. Very good. DPE dealing with the Chang Ying. Come forth and DPE wins the whole duel. Maybe he'll summon 5 times. Summon 1. Summon 2. Boosting up DPE. 3200. Summon 3. Draw 2. Is it happening? Is it happening? Summon 4. If he you already normal summon. Oh, geez, right under the Nibiru. Not enough. Not enough. Cloak banish, searching for the Shade. The Shade could summon itself on the field, then he gets Nibiru'd. What? You didn't Shade. You didn't Shade. Oh no. That would have been the 5th summon. Qualoon grabbing the Quinglong. Quinglong can negate the DPE. We're going to Shade summon onto the field. And we're going to Masquerena into the Unicorn. Unicorn, send the Quinglong back on the deck. You will not negate my DPE. I do not think so. Ending the turn. Not even going to set the Chuchi. Summon number 1. I'm ending right there. I'm not taking any risk whatsoever. We're going in. Lethal damage. Waylay Davey with the 2-0 victory. Let's watch the top 4 very quickly. Top 4, TTK versus Okami. What? That's the worst play I've ever seen. What the? Okay. It wasn't worth, like, I don't know, normal summon, max C, you can't even make anything. I don't even know what the heck you could have done. We're going to negate terraforming with the Ash Blossom. Negate. All right, 3 spell counters come forth and summon from the deck. Max C, chain to the Servant of Endymion. Do they summon at the same time, or are you going to draw 2? Let's read the card if the game actually lets me do that. Nope, you're not allowed to read. Can't read. That looks separate to me, but he only drew 1. Nice scam. Pot of D. You don't play Pot of D? Cross out Designate, negates, but then the Endymion would negate your negate. I guess you're screwed, mate. You activated a monster effect during my main phase, so I'm going to look at your hand, return it back on the deck, wiping out the Lalo. We have a spell and trap card negate. Let's go. A little late on that Gamma, but he hasn't even activated a monster effect to negate with. You cannot negate the Pendulum back row. That is not a monster effect. Summoning a Cerberus, Upstart Goblin, boosting up his life another 1,000. We have not committed to our normal summon. Pot of D, not going to even attempt to cross out Designate. Into the Void, we're going to discard our entire hand during the end phase. We're going to remove 6 tokens off the field to come forth and wipe up the entire field. Non-targeting destruction. Pop, pop. Necro Valley, you cannot banish from the grave. You cannot summon from the grave. You cannot Gamma the Mighty Master. It's not a monster effect. And lethal damage. Wait, is that lethal? You gave him too much life with the freaking Upstart Goblins. Odd Eyes Absolute Dragon, send it to the graveyard to then activate. Even under Necro Valley, that's okay. It's going to summon. We're going to get negated. Negate. Very good. You thought he had nothing. He had something. GG, triggering the Nanyan, but the Necro Valley negates it. Don't even try. At the end of the main phase, we're going to activate the Masquerena going into a Selene. Selene could summon from the graveyard or hand, but you can't under your own Necro Valley. You could try, but you will fail. Normal summoning, Shokanning into the Axis Code Talker. Axis Code Talker cannot banish from the graveyard under Necro Valley, but does not need to. No, you did not just do that. You can't banish from the grave. You had lethal. What? Okay, it was a joke. It was a joke. He has guaranteed lethal. He did it. It was a joke. It was jokingly. Lethal damage. Let's go. It was BM. It was BM. Very good BM. Lulu, target the Nanyan. But pendulums don't really activate monster effects. All right, we're flaming on. Let's go. Mythical Institution with the Chuchi to pop it. You will not be adding a monster to your hand from your deck or face up at the level equal to the number of spell counters removed. We're going to negate the Cerberus with the effect of the Ash Blossom. Negate. Now I get to Pot of Desires without worrying about being negated. Spell Power Mastery, grabbing Servant of Endymion. Activate our 3 spells to then summon a monster from the deck. This is all under the True King of all Calamities. Draw, draw, draw. 3 counters. Summoning a Jackal. Jackal will be able to negate a monster effect. Chicken Game. -1k, draw 1. Chicken Game. -1, draw 1. Tribute summoning for another Jackal. We have double monster negates. You activate Jackal again, or I should say the True King, we will negate. Quing Long is going to search for a Lulu. Now, what he should do here, because he has 2 cards banished, all the spell counters are on this Jackal. If he Chuchi pops this Jackal, I think you win. I don't think there's anything you can do. You win. He's activating Lulu, though. You got Lulu in the graveyard? Oh, no. Call for the grave. Negate the Lulu. We got Lalo. We got Lalo. Bro, why aren't you... Why? Why not Chuchi pop the Jackal King? Why? Well, now the Call for the Grave gave the other one tokens also, so actually it doesn't even matter. now it doesn't even matter. We're going to draw one off the opponent's chicken game. Wiping out the Jackal King. We still have an activatable Chuchi. It's okay. We can destroy a face-up card in the field. True King of all calamities get negated and destroyed. What? Okay. All right. I don't need that True King. Get it out of here. We're out. Cerberus popping itself, searching for a Jackal. Normal summon the Jackal, activate the Endymion, gain a spell counter. Chuchi get poppin' the Jackal before it activates to summon a mythical beast from the deck. We're going to spell Power Mastery, grabbing a Mighty Master of Magic, which is going to be a high scale. We scale in high, scale 8, scale 2. Are we ready to Pendulum Summon? Yes, we are. Come forth and summon our second mythical beast, Jackal King. We're going to activate Servant of Endymion to summon a Mighty Master from the deck and summon our Servant of Endymion. We're going to remove 6 spell counters off the field to summon and pop the Chuchi, taking out the chicken game, and then going for game. Take out that chicken game, boost it up, spell and trap card negate, spell and trap card negate, monster negate, lethal mate. Let's go! 2-0! Grand Finals. Let's go.